keep smiling, one in your heart and one in your face. Mwah. Whew. Hey y'all, what's going on? This is a long-awaited edition of KJ's POV. I am your host, of course, KJ. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Here in New York, we have been battling this long winter. It seems like winter has been in for like 8 months instead of the normal 3 to 4, 5 months tops that we usually get for cold weather. This past week in New York, we had gotten snow. Thank God that it wasn't the snow that actually stuck. It was kind of mixed with rain, so it was slush, blah, 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 whatever. But we're also expecting more snow this week, so God only knows when winter is going to end here. So I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. It is April 2nd. I hope you guys didn't play too many April Fool's jokes yesterday. I'm glad that I wasn't the butt of any of them with my friends and family, so I kind of scathed all of that. There's been so much going on in entertainment, and I want to begin with a lot of chart news. First and foremost, it has been really an interesting ride for Chris Brown. However, he has come out on top. His fourth album, Fame, has debuted at number 1 with 270,000 copies sold. It is his second highest debut as far as copies sold. It's only beat out by his second album, Exclusive, which sold 294,000 copies in its debut. Say what you want. I know he may have a lot of issues and a lot of problems. A lot of people say he's not humble, anger management, or whatever. It is a solid album. I will give him that. I love the album. I feel like he's put a lot of work into it. He is a wonderful dancer. As far as his craft goes, he's great at what he does. Personally, he may need to work on certain things, but don't we all? So congratulations to you, Chris Brown. You have your first number 1 album, and his single Look At Me Now, which features Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne, is number 7 on the Hot 100. So it's number 7 in the country, and this is his first top 10 hit in a few years. So congratulations, you're back on top. Just remain humble, get your life together, and you should be all right. Also, congratulations is in order for a girl who I must say I paid no attention to her first album. Actually, my ex is an avid fan of this woman, and I have to give him all of the props for making sure that I paid attention to her. Katy Perry has scored yet again another number 1 song. Her song E.T., which features Kanye West, has now shot up to the top of the Hot 100 chart at number 1. This is her 4th consecutive number 1. Every single that she's released from this second album, Teenage Dream, has went to number 1. And this is the 9th album in Billboard history to only have 4 number 1 singles or better come from it. This is only the 9th album that has been able to do that. So that's a big accomplishment. Also, she's the first female artist to have 4 number 1 singles from one album since Mariah Carey's debut album back in 1990 and 1991. So there has been 20 years since a woman has had 4 number 1 singles, and to be second to Mariah Carey, that's also a really big accomplishment. So shout out to you, Katy Perry, for your 4 number 1 singles. And Teenage Dream, which is the second album in stores now, has also been certified platinum and has sold 1.3 million copies here in the United States alone. So, like I said, congratulations again. However, my song on that album is Firework. It took me forever to actually listen to the song, but after, I'm just in love. To me, that's her magnum opus, and that will always be an anthem that I feel like I can listen to over and over again. Also, speaking of chart news, we talked about Chris Brown being at number 1. Jennifer Hudson debuted at number 2 with her album, I Remember Me. It sold 165,000 copies. Not as much as her first album sold. Her first album sold 217,000 copies first week, but it's still a big feat. I love her album from start to finish as well. It's a true typical R&B album. I feel like her vocals are better, and skinny or fat, Jennifer Hudson can sing. So shout out to you, girl. I hope you guys also, lastly, with the chart news, picked up Britney Spears' album this week. I liked the songs that I've heard. I loved Hold It Against Me. I like the second single, but my favorite song on the album is Inside Out. So if you haven't heard that song, check it out. It's a really great song, and hopefully she does big numbers. She's expected to debut at #1 as well, and somewhere between the vicinity of 275,000 to 300,000 copies. So I'll give you an early congratulations. I know I haven't been around, so I wanted to give a quick rest in peace to Elizabeth Taylor. However, a lot of the magazines have been calling her classy, and the only question that I have for that is now she's an icon, she's a legend, she's a fashionista, but I don't see her being as classy because she's been married 8 times, twice to the same man. Now, my problem with that is that when Jennifer Lopez was getting married over and over and over again, she was considered, a hoe, a slut, can't make up her mind, different things like that. But when you have a white woman who does the same thing, she's considered classy. So that bothered me because there's nothing classy about being married 8 times and taking men for their money and so on and so forth. But not trying to talk about the dead. Love Elizabeth Taylor, and rest in peace to her. In other news, I'm excited for New York State, of course, me living in New York City. Our new governor has proposed budget cuts and different things like that, where our $12 billion deficit that we have by the next year of 2012, our deficit will be cut down to $2 billion. I'll have more information for you guys on that on my website, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the governor for that because that means that our economy will be much stronger. There'll be more jobs for you guys who want to move here to New York City, and I'm just so excited for, the economy in this pickup. And shout out to Obama for getting the unemployment rate down for the lowest percentage in 2 years. So Obama is doing the damn thing. And I'm mad that I missed you because you were down the street from my house, but I was in Brooklyn taking care of things. So shout out to you, Obama, and I love you dearly. Lastly, Scream 4. How many of you guys are going to go see Scream 4? I'm going to be there opening day, opening night. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for this movie for 11 years. I know exactly what's going to happen in the film, but I still want to see how it plays out. I've been sworn to secrecy, so I will not tell anybody. Don't message me or anything like that. But it's going to be a fabulous film. The finale is crazy, and you just got to wait and see what happens. And, of course, the 3 stars, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and Neve Campbell come back and reprise their roles, as well as some new, fresh teen meat who's going to be sliced and diced in the film. But it opens April 15th, so check it out. So I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. I am tired. There's a lot of things that are going on. I'll be in ATL later this month. I'm going to LA soon, and I have decided instead of Egypt with all the stuff that's going on there, I'm going to take the trip to Kenya this summer, or Italy. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. If you guys have any advice or need any advice for anything, feel free to contact me at KAY_J at yahoo.com. I had to think about that. And you can always check out my site, supremefabulosity.com, supreme-fabulosity.com, just so you know. And lastly, I have an item of the moment. I have not done this in a long time, but I just want to show you guys what my item of the moment is because I am so, I'm going to hold on to this for dear life. It is the Janet Jackson True You book. Wait, let me make sure I can get it in the camera, of course. However, it's just not any copy of it. It is a copy that she signed for me. Yes, she signed for me. Shout out to Kai. You will hear me talk about her more often. She was the one that, hooked everything up for me to get my signature and have her sign my book for me. I will never forget that day. And that's it. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I will keep you updated with more blogs and more celebrity interviews. And keep smiling, one in your heart and one in your face. Mwah. Waking up in the morning, 2 hoes laying next to me. Plus I heard an officer arrested me. Good weed and cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe, nigga.